Thursday, and you know what that means? It's time for a very surprise stream of the Greg Cherry Show, which I did not plan on doing until about 15 minutes ago. I figured, my wife's out of the house for the next hour and a half or so I might as well enjoy it with some people. I might as well enjoy it with you guys. It's not going to happen every week. It was just something I felt like doing. What's going on, people? If you want to check out anything going on, I think I posted the comments. Probably didn't start because that's the kind of person I am. There we go. If you'd like to donate, there you go. And I can do some fun things. I got the wheel behind me, at least, on a big TV, but I couldn't angle it any better for you to see it. I tried, but our July donation goal is still in effect. If you want to do that, feel free to donate so we can get some spins going. Not a lot going on today. Josh says, shoot that link. All right. Yeah, Josh and I can talk. He might lose my video for a second. Josh and I, where am I? I'm right here. Yeah, we will also see if we get any donations, get some spins going. We are still 20% of the way towards the Spintacular goal. I want to do that for an entire show. Is my mic not working? Give me 1 second. Gotta love it when it's live. But anyway, yeah, we are working towards the Spintacular goal. If you'd like to join the stream or something else, Josh is going to join in here in just a second because he's. What's up, Josh?
Howdy, y'all.
So, yeah, I felt like doing a stream just because and maybe getting me some additional exercise pending some donations, but we will see. How are you on this fine Thursday?
Tired. Had a headache earlier. My anxiety meds tend to knock me out anyways. So I took a good 2-hour nap earlier.
Yeah, I've been doing some, along with the rest of my family, some kitchen renovations, the wife and the in-laws. And JJ's asking, how are we going to roast Josh today? Well, we could talk football.
I mean, then we'd be roasting the Steelers, but...
Well, I mean, I know you probably want to talk about the new white helmets that the Browns are debuting.
So cool.
But listen,
I mean, we could talk about the commies being sold today.
That's true. Dan Snyder is no longer a part of the NFL as of today.
And they released the report on him right after they sold it.
Oh, I'm sure they did.
The report that they probably could have released a lot sooner and been done with this a lot sooner, but...
Well, now that he's out of the NFL, it's not going to have any repercussions to the NFL, or at least you probably...
Exactly!
So that's probably what they were waiting for. It's like, oh, now that he's out of the league, we can kill his PR. We don't care, because he doesn't know. So it's not a big deal there.
Yeah, Goodell is...
Well, we can go on and on about our dislikes of Roger Goodell.
Right. And JJ, if you have any ideas, feel free to send them. I know you guys are going to roast me for my Star Wars takes on Saturday, most likely.
Yeah, that's very possible. Check out Open Mic Night across the Jeff Meacham multiverse of media over on the Jeff Meacham Network, on the Greg Cherry brand, of course. I think it's on Noah's channel. I think it's on James's channel. Is it on JJ's channel too? I There's so many to
Yes.
keep track of. But yeah, we will. Let's talk more about football because football season is coming up. Preseason is going to be happening next month. I want your honest. I want your honest opinion on how you think the Browns are going to do. Don't say Super Bowl win. Be realistic, because I'm not saying the Steelers are going to win the Super Bowl either. I'm very realistic as well. I'm thinking they might get 9 to 10 wins. I'm not going to say they're going 17-0 because I'm not insane.
Right. So we do have a bit of an interesting schedule this year. Not sure well I like the schedule, but is what it is. From all reports, Watson is looking a lot more comfortable this year in camp, in training. And I think that's going to be the key. You know, last year, he was out for the entire season before. Then he was suspended for most of the season last year. So he didn't have that chance to practice and really play a lot. And I think that was a big part of the reason why we struggled a bit. Watson is a thrower. We know this. You will look to his wide receivers, but I do think he has to be cognizant of using his running backs, specifically Chubb. I mean, there's a reason Chubb is the highest ranked running back in Madden 24. Because the guy is that, in the words of Triple H, that damn good. So, I mean, for goodness sakes, if the NFL actually retweeted a video of Chubb doing deadlifts yesterday with the bar bending, like, the man is a beast. So Watson needs to use his running backs as much as his wide receivers. There are some teams where, yes, like, you only hear about their wide receivers or you only hear about their running backs.
Yeah.
The Browns need to be a team of both. They have been a team of both. And I think they need to use that. They really need to use Chubb and Kareem Hunt together at the same time. I was a little rough on Kareem last season. Was not happy with that personally.
Yeah.
They also need to work on their defense, on making sure Myles Garrett isn't double teamed every single flipping play. Because he's been getting double teamed every play, especially last season.
Those are excuses. If you can't get past the double team, then, you know.
I mean, fair enough. Myles is one of the best defensive players in the game.
Or if you know the offensive line has got a double team one of your defensive linemen, then obviously you can send somebody else who will maybe be a decoy or something and probably get.
Well, the good thing is that our idiotic former defensive coordinator is gone. Thank you, Lord. And our new one, he seems fun.
Well, I mean, it's only a matter of time. We'll really get an idea come September, October timeframe.
Right. And if you probably saw, Perrion Winfrey was released after an incident in Cleveland of attacking and threatening a woman. It was yuck. Good riddance to him. I didn't appreciate Jarrett Bailey's commentary on it.
Hey, listen, Jarrett calls him like he sees him. And I don't think that has anything to do with him being a Steelers fan, because he rips on the Steelers just as much. It's kind of a fair shot considering the contract that Deshaun Watson got after all of his scandals. Like, if Deshaun Watson wasn't playing for the Browns, I think you might not have that much bias toward it. Like, if he went and played for, like, freaking Detroit or something, then it would probably be like, oh, that's disgusting. You know, he's playing for Detroit, which is also a dirty city, or whatever the case may be. And it could be like that. Shane says the Falcons are going to win 5 games all season long. That might be high.
That's accurate. That's very, very accurate.
The poor Falcons. Like, you talk about a team not recovering from something. That 28-3 deficit that they 28-3 lead that they gave up in the Super Bowl. I think the entirety of the city of Atlanta just be like, okay, we're going to college. Like, screw you guys. And
yeah, pretty much.
Falcons never recovered. At least the Bulldogs are winning championships for them down there because the Falcons aren't doing anything. Mike also said he's going to ROH tomorrow. So you're going to watch Death Before Dishonor. That's pretty cool. And hey, if there's a wrestling show 5 minutes from your house, more power to you. I wish we could get shows 5 minutes from our house, but we don't have a venue anywhere near us.
All right. And by the way, since I have you now, because I got the message from my league manager, you up for this year?
Depends on when it is, when the draft is. You'll have to let me.
I don't know when it's gonna be. I'm trying to make sure I have all my people first before we set that. But if you're up, I'll definitely let them know.
Yeah. Dwayne, that's easy money. They just won the Super Bowl. Patrick Mahomes is just on another freaking level.
Can we not make Mahomes Brady Jr. yet, please?
Here's the thing with Kansas City, though. They have constantly shown that they are a year after year playoff team. Mahomes, if he is healthy, is going to whoop on everybody. And yeah, he might have a bad game here and there, but he's just an otherworldly quarterback, and we just have to accept it at this point. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like if the Browns don't win it, I want the Bills to win it, honestly.
I would be fine if the Bills won it. I kind of wanted them to win last year, and then Cincinnati.
I did. Of course, you and I both want them to win against Cincinnati.
Well, yeah, naturally. But I mean, even if they didn't play Cincinnati in that playoff game, I still would have wanted the Bills to win. Even without the DeMar Hamlin situation that happened, which was horrible, and thank God he's alive now and doing well. And talking about going back and playing, which...
That's going to be terrifying every single Bills game.
Every single tackle he makes, everybody's got cringe. It's like when Bryan Danielson returned from his neck surgery and took any bumps. It was like that next one, or Edge for that reason. Like,
or Tua.
I'm surprised. Like, if Tua goes in and gets concussed, just keep him out the season. He doesn't need to go through what he went through last season.
No.
Watching him convulse on the field on Thursday Night Football was disgusting, and the Dolphins should be ashamed of themselves for that.
Yeah.
And I feel like we've gone over that on this show before.
Probably, yes.
Dwayne says Brady passed the torch to Mahomes when he beat him, or when he beat him with the Buccaneers. Is that really a passing of the torch, though? Because the Buccaneers whooped on the Chiefs. That's not really a passing. If the Chiefs would have beat the Buccaneers, that would have been more of a torch passing. But Brady whooping that team by 22 points and Mahomes probably having his worst game as a Chief, I don't really consider that torch passing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm just glad we don't have to worry about big bad boogeyman Brady this year.
Watch some team try and talk him out of retirement right before.
Dolphins.
I don't know if it'd be the Dolphins.
There was a whole thing before where he was supposed to, where they were trying to get Brady.
Dwayne says he donated. Give me 1 second. Let me. Since I'm only on my phone, I don't have my computer up. I can't see it. So give me 1 second. If you can still hear me.
We can still hear you. Hi, y'all.
Let me check. The dashboard. Only 20%, dude. Am I the only one who loves you besides Jen? No, Dwayne, you're not the only one who loves me, but I do appreciate it. I do appreciate it greatly. My bank account said low. Yes, I did get the donation. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to do 2 spins, and I don't even think I have to move because I got this fun thing. So here we go. Let's see our first spin.
Oh, boy. For the record, I'm not doing anything physical.
It's calling to the show, but I'm pretty sure Dwayne doesn't want to call into the show, so I can give him another. I mean, he's getting another spin anyway, but. Come on. I'll give you another spin anyway. It almost landed on 75 jumping jacks, which would have been terrible.
That's terrifying.
But it's going to be 20 squats. So 20 squats is a definite. I'll give them the what happened? Get back.
Technical difficulties.
Yep, technical difficulties. This TV is very finicky. There we go. Go back. Didn't take long. All right, 20 squats, definitely. And then let's get you some karaoke. All right.
Yes.
So karaoke and 20 squats. I'm not going to pull up the music because that's insane, but I am going to lower this so you can see me do squats.
Oh, screw you, Dwayne.
You wanted Josh to do Melina's entrance?
I have one leg, Dwayne. I can't. That's just mean.
You figured that'd make it easier. All right.
All right, here we go.
All right, 20 squats.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
Corey Graves will be screaming at me the way I did those squats.
Yeah, Dwayne, I'll remember that, Dwayne. For the record, I never was on the Greg doing the Melina entrance train. I was on the Making Maddie Laws doing everything train.
We'll do a donation goal for Maddie one of these months.
I'll probably meet that personally.
Maybe the month of August we'll do it. All right, so karaoke. Do you want to take care of that, or should I?
Does he save a song, or do I do it?
You do it.
Up to you.
If you have a song, I'm out of breath, so I'm gonna be useless.
I'll take recommendations from the chat.
There you go. Pick what song you want Josh to sing for karaoke.
There was no entrance, but it's a karaoke, Dwayne.
Yeah, you didn't get entrance. If you want entrance, you gotta keep going.
If only we had Noah here, right?
Right. I should have sent him the link, but he's got his other stream to prepare for in about half an hour.
Right. We are evil when it comes to that with Noah.
Mark says anything by Slipknot. Okay.
I have no idea who Slipknot is.
See, I'm aware of Slipknot, but I don't listen to much of their music. Dwayne says surprise him, so he's put the ball back in your court for this one.
Fudge nuggets. Let me think.
You got to wrestle.
Last time I did on yours, I did Undertaker's Druids theme.
Yeah, you did.
But
Dwayne says do the Elites theme.
Do what?
The Elites theme.
I don't know that song.
No, Carry On My Wayward Son. Oh.
No.
I just did that song like 2 weeks ago.
True.
Hold on, if I can find.
Oh.
I might be able to.
Yes, I. King Mike, you have a suggestion? I'm trying to think of something, but.
Library karaoke songs. Right.
Oh, you want me to do America the Beautiful?
If you know that one, go ahead.
Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountain majesties above the fruited plain. America, America, God shed his grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea.
Use that for the Republican National Convention, you bitches. Um, they won't use it for the Democrat one. Screw politics. King Mike said Judas too.
I don't know Judas either.
How do you not know Judas? They sing
You
it
act
every
like
week.
I pay attention that much to AEW. I don't.
Josh, you got to get on the AEW train, my man.
I can't.
My show is the lead-in to that show.
I'm aware it is, but I just can't. Like, I didn't watch. I watched the only part of Blood and Guts last night I watched was the dinner promo with MJF and Adam Cole. I couldn't. There's nothing on that show last night that interested me.
Not even Blood and Guts.
No, I'm sorry, but I can't. If Jon Moxley's in a match where he's gonna bleed, I can't.
So all Jon Moxley matches.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Daniel,
I just can't with Mox.
AEW consider Blood and Guts and Death Match and not their own war games. So what would that be? Would that just be a big old cage match and like a hardcore cage match or something? Like what would that be?
Yeah. What sucks is I haven't been able to watch SmackDown the past 2 freaking weeks because of a stupid contract debate going on between DirecTV and Nexstar, who has the local Fox channel that SmackDown's on.
The contract thing, I never understood. Like, I figured those were all lumped in together. I didn't realize that some satellites and whatever satellite companies just have contracts with the local stations that don't cover them. I mean, if you still have, like, I don't know if you'd have like the old TV antenna or whatever to get the local Fox station, but I don't know what else to do because I figured like all the local TV, like the CBS, ABS, Fox, NBC affiliates or whatever.
Yeah. But as Matthew points out, SmackDown's on FS1 tomorrow, which I'll actually be able to watch, thankfully.
So it takes the satellites fighting with the local Fox, but not FS1? That's weird.
Right. So it's not the local, it's with Nexstar, which is a media group which has which has 2 channels on DirecTV.
Mm-hmm.
Our news channel, WKBN, and then Fox Youngstown.
Weird.
So it's part of what that media organization, what channels they have, which are just 2. But yeah, so I'll actually be able to watch SmackDown tomorrow because I've not been happy. I've not been happy not being able to watch the Bloodline stuff and everything.
Yeah.
But Grant, I'm ready for the Bloodline stuff to be over. I'm ready for it to be over. And just give me Balor and Judgment Day at SummerSlam. Just give me Balor winning that gold.
I mean, there's a possibility that Finn Balor walks away as World Heavyweight Champion. Seth has had it for a couple months.
There's 2 things that lend credence to it. One, the fact of there being talk that WWE sees the Judgment Day story as the successor to the Bloodline story.
Mm-hmm.
So they need Balor to have the world title, I think. But one thing, the other thing, is Seth just recently said in an interview he's dealing with a bunch of little injuries.
Yeah.
They're all building up. Yeah, Seth doesn't want to get surgery. He's hoping he doesn't have to get surgery, but there's a chance it might happen. So I would not be surprised if Seth drops the belt at SummerSlam to go heal up.
I mean, it would probably be a wise decision because you don't want to mess up your back too much, especially in professional wrestling. I'm
Just ask your favorite.
Hold on. We're up to 45 now. Yeah, I don't. It would be wise for him to take some time off, heal up, and come back better than ever. Yes, he's incredibly hot right now, but you don't want to risk the right now for what could come down the line. You know what I mean? So have him heal up. If he does need like some kind of back surgery, yeah, that puts him out like a year probably. If he's lucky. And it would be very frustrating, but then you probably get Seth and Roman at WrestleMania 41. Probably not for the title unless Roman had lost it in between then.
No, it's... I hope Roman loses it before Mania. I mean, you know what JJ and I were both on board for, which was Roman losing it to Cody at the Garden. But that didn't happen.
That did not happen.
Well, part of me sees it being Survivor Series.
The way that they've done Survivor Series the last few years with the Raw versus SmackDown versus NXT, if they're included this year again. Well, I can't even say that because the year they did the 3 brands, they had each brand's champion have the title.
Right, but they didn't do that last year. Last year was War Games.
Last year was War Games, and Roman was in the match. So,
and thing is, Vince is back, and I don't know if that'll happen this year.
Yeah.
Because if you remember, Kevin Dunn specifically did not work Survivor Series last year because he didn't want to do War Games out of loyalty to Vince.
How Kevin Dunn still has a job is beyond me, but that's not my business.
Well, his successor's in AEW now, so that's why.
Yeah, Mike Mansouri. Yeah, I feel like they have to hold that moment for WrestleMania. If you give that away earlier than that, we've said the only acceptable time for it to end was, at Clash of the Castle with Drew, at this past year's WrestleMania with Cody. There really hasn't been another good opportunity to take the title off of Roman. Jay might be close because that would be full circle for the story. But I feel like they keep that title on him till WrestleMania.
Yeah.
It's either SummerSlam or WrestleMania. He is not losing the title at Survivor Series. He's not losing it at the Rumble. He's sure as hell not losing it on a random SmackDown. So it's either SummerSlam or WrestleMania. There's nowhere else to end it for Roman.
Especially the fact SummerSlam is in just a small arena and not a stadium.
Which is surprising.
Yeah. Let's be honest. Survivor Series has become the redheaded stepchild of the Big Four, Big Five.
Yeah. Where in Detroit is SummerSlam? Is it? It's not in Ford Field. I can't.
Yes, it is.
Is it really in Ford Field? They're not going to. Yep. They had trouble selling out Nashville last year. Like there were so many empty seats in Nashville.
I mean, when was the last time they were at Ford Field?
WrestleMania 23.
Exactly.
But that's WrestleMania. See, that's different. Like WrestleMania, so many people want to buy tickets to probably just to say, like I've done, I have been at WrestleMania and it was cool. And WrestleMania 23 was not the best WrestleMania. Like the highlight of it was Kennedy winning Money in the Bank, and even that didn't end well. But
I'll disagree with you, but okay.
Listen, as big of a Mr. Kennedy fan as I am, I enjoyed that moment probably more than anything else on the show. Shawn and John had a great match, don't get me wrong. The Battle of the Billionaires was what it was, but for me, Kennedy winning the...
Taker and Batista?
Well, Taker and Batista, yeah. I mean, that's fair. Because I thought SummerSlam was already considered sold out for its setup. Listen, I don't know how they're setting it up. They've had those like little Titantron entrances for the big pay-per-views, and I don't know if they're going to do that again because they didn't have a massive entryway for the last couple SummerSlams, and they didn't have it for Backlash. They didn't have it for Money in the Bank. I really don't know.
Sorry, it's about ready to rain outside, and it got super dark super quick.
Yeah, it rained here for like 5 minutes earlier.
Gotcha.
So, Matt, did Roman pass Hogan?
No.
That is a very much misleading stat. He says he passed Hogan's reign like in the WrestleMania era. First of all, it's not the WWE Championship that he had the long 1,000-day reign with. It's the Universal Championship. Secondly, Hogan won the championship over a year before the first WrestleMania. So to say that Roman passed Hogan is very much misleading. If you start his reign from WrestleMania 1, where he didn't even defend the title at, he was in a tag team match, for crying out loud, at WrestleMania. If you start his reign from WrestleMania 1 until the end of it at the main event, then sure, yeah, Roman passed that. But he did not pass Hogan's reign. And also, it's with a separate championship. So that is BS that is out there that Roman passed Hogan. It's basically just to say, hey, look at Roman's long title reign. It's the longest heavyweight title reign since Hogan's, but it is not longer than Hogan's. So let's get that straight. And that's coming from somebody who has passed Hogan's reign. So there you go. Yeah, he is close. Roman is close to passing Hogan. He's obviously closer than anybody has been since then. Because at 1,000 and what was it? It was 1,000 days back in May. So it's probably like 1,060 some right now, or 1,050 some for the Universal title reign. But he's still at least another year and some change away from passing that reign. I don't think he's going to get there. If he does, I need a bet for this. If Roman Reigns passes Hogan's 1,474-day reign, I need a bet for this. Josh, throw something at me.
Shoot.
If Roman Reigns passes Hulk Hogan's 1,400-plus day reign with the Universal Championship, if he officially passes that mark, I will wear a New England Patriots jersey on this show.
Oh, that's terrifying.
Yep. So, Cody, finish your freaking story.
Yes, please. None of us want to see that.
Also, if Jay beats Roman at SummerSlam, then I'm free and clear.
Come on, Cody.
He can't do another 1,000-day reign because I think people would be driven insane.
Yeah, I'm insane by the fact that Roman still has all 3 belts.
It's just a presentation thing. It really is. Just to be like, hey, he's been champion this long. Here's the constant reminder. That's really all it is.
It's so stupid, though. Like, if you're going to give him a new belt, get rid of the other 2. Like I said, I'm considering that just the Roman belt. I guarantee once Cody wins, he's getting rid of all 3.
I mean, if you don't like the Patriots jersey bet, I can make another one. But that one is only if Roman passes the 14, whatever it is for Hogan.
Which he's not.
No. And if he passes my reign, I'm just going to sell all my Steelers stuff. Because if he goes another 2 years with it, I'm just done. Because I'm at 1790. So if Roman passes me, I should just quit doing stuff. You know?
Yeah, it's terrifying to think of. It really is.
I don't think he will. I think his reign, because he's lost the Usos, he lost Sammy. Solo is kind of on the fence right now, and Heyman would be the last one. I don't think that story is lasting another 2 years. I don't think that's lasting another full year.
No. Something's gonna happen at SummerSlam. Something will happen at SummerSlam. Something will happen at Survivor Series. But that is true, King Mike.
Yeah, if the writer's strike is what makes Rock versus Roman happen, that's kind of annoying.
True, but I'll fucking take it.
The SAG-AFTRA strike, like if that is what brings The Rock back to WWE for the money, it's like, really, you came here because you had no other choice. That's not what we wanted. We wanted you to come back because you wanted to come back. But if you come back because you're forced to come back, you're not going to give a shit. You know?
See, here's the thing. I think he wants to do it, but his schedule before couldn't let him. So now if it's open, go for it. I mean, for goodness sakes, we've had Grayson freaking Waller calling out The Rock.
Yeah.
No,
Mark,
we do not need that.
Mark, I hate to break it to you. I retired that championship 5 months ago.
Yeah.
I did it over Twitter, and I think I've brought it up on the show a couple times. But yeah, I retired the championship. We did start recording the gauntlet, but it was an absolute mess.
Clusterfuck, yeah.
Dwayne can attest because we recorded his match, and I did win, by the way. But it was just too much to put together, and I offered everybody their money back, and nobody wanted it. So I retired the concept, and it's fine. Like I don't have to do wrestling trivia anymore.
You have nothing left to prove.
I don't. I made Quizlemania. I had the long reign. There was really nothing left for me to do unless it was like getting onto the WWE trivia show.
Which they haven't done since Scott won it.
No, they haven't. Scott's been champion for 2 years and never defended it once.
Yeah.
Which, don't get me wrong, I love Scott Goddess. Scott Goddess is such a good dude. He's been on the show quite a few times.
Mm-hmm.
On this channel, I should say. He was on the Greg Cherry Show once, but he did the trivia challenge a few times. It's not Scott's fault. So.
Oh no, it's WWE. I mean, for goodness sake, Scott, won. Then he got the custom signed HBK belt.
Yeah.
And then Sean blocked him on Twitter for no reason.
Yeah, who knows? But yeah. So unfortunately, there is no plans to bring back WTC. Jack of all trades, I will say this. I'm thinking about bringing back Jack of all trades next month. So stay tuned for that. I do have a couple guests lined up, trying to get some special guests. We will see. No confirmations on that. So let speculation run rampant.
I mean, who we're all going to speculate is number one.
You know who? Yeah, I can ask him, but until he responds to me in confirmation, I'm not going to tease him whatsoever. So, but I am trying to get, especially with the SAG strike going on, I'm trying to get some actors to do it and put money on the side. So,
sweet Lord.
Oh, is it pouring rain down in Ohio?
No, thundering. It was huge lightning, then lots of rumbling.
Royal rumbling?
I wish. I need to run this other light.
Yeah, here's the thing. Asuka playing second fiddle to Charlotte and Bianca yet again. Charlotte, I have gone over this on this show numerous times, and I'm sure there are people who agree with me. So let me say this. Or who disagree with me, rather. I will say this about Charlotte. Charlotte is a fantastic athlete. That she absolutely deserves the position she's in. But for the love of everything saying, can you get her in a non-title feud? Like, make her care about something other than championship gold. Like, it's possible. Her dad had numerous non-title feuds.
And please, something that's not Dana Brooke related. No, Lacey Evans related.
Yeah, Lacey Evans. Here's the thing, too. I might be in the minority here. I didn't mind the Lacey Evans storyline because it gave them both something to do. But here's the thing: Charlotte became a tag team champion in the middle of that anyway.
I'd rather her be in the tag scene than the main scene.
Well, no, Chelsea and Sonya need to have those titles for a long
Oh,
time.
I agree. I very much agree. Yes, please, on the Karens.
Bianca Charlotte feud needs to be without the title. I hope so. Like, give Asuka something else to do at SummerSlam. Let Bianca and Charlotte feud for like the best women's wrestler in WWE currently. Because
it'll be a triple threat, but I just want Io to cash in.
Charlotte's undefeated at SummerSlam too, which scares the crap out of me that they're going to put the title back on Charlotte. It's like, stop it. She's at 14 right now. Does she have to pass her dad? Does she really? Do we need to see that? And yeah, I'll tell you what, that Iron Man match was absolutely insane when we did that. I think I reposted it on this channel a while back, but yeah, the Iron Man match that Jeff and I had for WTC was incredibly exhausting. I passed out on the floor in exhaustion after that match happened.
Yeah.
I was just like, like it was a lot. It was a lot to go through. Because 20 questions is one thing. We did over 100 in that episode. And we didn't stop. We missed 3 between the two of us. So I don't know if any wrestling trivia match could top what we did. There are some great wrestling trivia matches out there. WTC's had them. CWT has had them. But I don't know if anything will match that particular match.
Right. Speaking of matches,
yeah,
we are 2 weeks out from SummerSlam, are we not?
I'm pretty sure.
How many matches have officially been announced for SummerSlam?
Not that many.
2.
Yeah.
What the flip?
I don't know why they're taking so long to announce matches. Jay and Roman will probably be confirmed tomorrow.
Right. The U.S. title, they have to do another Fatal 4-Way for that.
Yep.
I'm presuming that the triple threat's going to be confirmed tomorrow.
I hope, because they're going to have whoever win tomorrow and face
Santos Escobar. It'll be LA Knight.
Yeah. There's a part of me thinking that LA Knight might not even win, though.
That's terrifying.
4-Way. And I'm wondering if they are holding him out until the Rumble. Like, they want to build him up as much as possible, have him win the Rumble, challenge for the World Heavyweight Championship, and maybe win it there.
See, here's the thing. That sort of thing works like with a Batista or a Taker, someone who you can clearly see getting a world title before a secondary title.
Yeah.
Granted, Taker or Batista never had a secondary title. LA Knight, give him the U.S. title. Please let him take it off of Theory. I'm over Theory. Been over Theory. Done.
So Ricochet versus Logan is actually happening this Monday, I believe. I think they said on Raw that match was happening this Monday.
No, Ricochet told Logan Paul to come to Raw. We're not having the match.
I thought it was, hey, let's face off next week on Raw. Like, that's what I thought that was. Did I misunderstand his promo then?
Pretty sure it's not the actual match. The match is supposed to be for SummerSlam. Logan Paul specifically said in an interview he wants to open SummerSlam against Ricochet.
All right.
So that way he can rush right out of there to make his brother's boxing match.
and watch them get knocked out. Oh,
True.
but yeah, if that's the court, that's not a bad card.
It really isn't. I mean, granted, there was.
But
I don't think it's Judgment Day versus Sammy and KO. It was supposed to be. I think it was supposed to be DIY, but they haven't brought Gargano back yet.
no, and there's kind of no point in doing it now.
No, granted, I want Imperium to beat him for the tag titles. To be honest,
but they've already faced Imperium though. Like they already beat both Giovanni and Ludwig Kaiser. So why would they drop the titles to them in this reign? They've
make
already
it a triple threat tag.
I mean, I guess. Matt says it was also going to be pretty deadly, and Elton Prince is hurt. So
yeah.
Mark says I don't want to see LA Knight win the Rumble.
No.
But here's the thing: it's either they're going to put the U.S. title on him at SummerSlam, or they're saving him for the Rumble, or third option, they're just fucking with us.
That'd be a Vince move.
He's going to get the loudest reactions, get most of the views on YouTube, and then they're just not going to do anything about it, which would be very much a Vince move. That is very much Zack Ryder treatment right there.
But LA Knight's not going to win the Rumble. Cody will not win the Rumble. Doesn't need to again. The person who's going to win the Rumble this time is going to be the man who's going to take the World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania. And that is, as Matthew just said, the Ring General, Gunther.
Now the question is, do you think he's going to have a Roman-like reign with that championship? Because he's getting close to passing Honky Tonk Man.
With the IC title.
Yeah.
He should pass Honky, then lose it.
What I think should happen is he should lose it in a multi-man ladder match. That way he doesn't get pinned.
Yeah.
Or like a fatal four-way or something like that where he doesn't have to take the fall, but he can still lose the championship.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I think that's unless... I mean, I want him to lose it to JD McDonough, but McDonough's been on main event.
No, Gunther's not losing it to JD McDonough. If anything, he'd lose it to Ilya Dragunov, who's not...
Ilya, I could see being Pete Dunne, too.
If he returns to being Pete Dunne, sure, but Butch is not doing it.
No. Yeah, Gunther to Ilya, that'd be good. Freaking give me a triple threat or fatal four-way with those guys. Gunther, Ilya, JD, Pete Dunne.
Mark has a good point, actually. Why not have him win the Rumble as Intercontinental Champion? That's never happened before, by the way, guys. There has been no reigning champion other than Hogan in 1990, but he was already WWE champion. There's been no reigning champion to actually win the Rumble to challenge for the title. Hogan did challenge for the Intercontinental title at WrestleMania and lost to the Warrior. But I would not be opposed to a reigning champion winning the Rumble. I don't know. It never happened.
That would make Gunther.
Yeah. Because Charlotte almost did it in 2022, and that would have been super annoying. And then Charlotte and Ronda happened, and it was way worse than their Survivor Series match.
Unless you ask Ric Flair.
But listen, I will give Charlotte and Rhea Ripley credit for their WrestleMania 39 match. Their WrestleMania 36 match was overrated as fuck, and I will stand by that till the day I die. It was not even the best women's match of that show. And if people want to give me hell for that, then feel free to. But I will stand on that ground. The SmackDown 5-way women's match was far better.
Granted, I didn't want Bailey to retain there, but she did.
It worked for the story.
I know it did.
Plus, the culmination of her reign ending with Sasha Banks beating her in Hell in a Cell.
I know.
And then Sasha finally getting her first successful title defense against Bayley. That SmackDown Women's Championship run that Sasha Banks had from 2020 to 2021 was incredible because it started spectacularly and it ended just as spectacularly.
Oh, yeah.
Because that match, still to this day,
Still there, Greg? Oh, there you are.
There I am. Okay. Yeah, we just
Technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, it's fine. The show's about to end. But yeah. Yeah, we don't need you anymore. Nobody else is donating. But yeah, I think that Sasha and Bianca was still better than Charlotte and Rhea was this year. Charlotte and Rhea was incredible. Don't get me wrong. But I still think Sasha and Bianca was better. Just my opinion.
I'll have to go and watch them back.
Yeah, I might have to as well. I still have to watch the 2023 Rumble matches back. I still have not ranked those yet. And it's July. I need to get on that. So, I think we're going to end the show there because I know there's counter programming going on at 7. I think Noah is doing some stuff. So, thank you all for joining us on this surprise edition of The Great Cherry Show. Josh, thank you for joining me and talking football and wrestling with me. Very much appreciated.
No problem, brother.
We will be back again on our regular show next Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern. So until then, have a good time. Have a good night. Have a good week. And we will see you next Wednesday right here on The Greg Cherry Show. Don't be a jag. Good night.